Today in our 2017 Toyota RAV4, we're going to be installing the 1¼ inch Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C12108. And with our hitch installed, this is what it's going to look like. As you can see, it does hang down below the bumper, and its tubular design can be seen, but it's fairly far back, so it's not going to distract too much from the body lines of the vehicle. The hitch, however, does extend out nicely, so it's nearly flush with the bumper, which will allow it to work with multiple accessories without clearance issues. It's a Class 2 1¼ by 1¼ inch receiver, which will allow you to carry multiple accessories such as bike racks and cargo carriers. It's going to use a standard 1/2 inch hitch pin, which is included with this hitch, which will secure all your accessories to the hitch. Our plate here at the bottom is going to have 2 smaller to medium sized safety chain holes, which will allow it to work with several chains. You may have some difficulties when going from the side, but straight on is pretty good. This hitch is going to have a 350-pound tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on your receiver here. It's also going to have a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight rating, which is the force pulling behind the vehicle. And be sure to check your RAV4's owner's manual to be sure it can accommodate those loads. And Curt does recommend using a stabilization strap when using non-trailer loads or anything that does not have tires. Now I'm going to give you a few measurements to help when purchasing accessories. From the center of the hitch pin to the edge of the rear bumper, it's going to be about 3½ inches. And from the top of the receiver tube to the ground, it's going to be about 13 inches. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's show you how to get it installed. To begin our installation, we're going to come underneath on the driver's side and we're going to remove this undershield. To begin removing this undershield, you'll need a 10mm socket. Remove the 10mm socket towards the front of the vehicle by the spring. If the bolt doesn't come all the way off, you may need to put some downward pressure on the cover. Next, we'll be removing the 2 push pins at the rear of the vehicle on the passenger side. And then our cover will drop down. Next, we'll be removing the tie-down bracket underneath the cover we just removed. There's 2 17mm bolts that need to come out. And we can take down our bracket. Now we'll need to drop our exhaust down. Just remove this bracket here, this rubber boot. A little bit of silicone lubricant will make it slide off easier. Take your pry bar and you can either pry or push off the bracket. And that'll give us the clearance we need to install our hitch. Now that we have access to our bolts, we're going to want to clean out the threads. Use a little bit of lubricant and then a little brush to clean them out. This brush can be found at Etrailer.com with part number 814092. And then repeat this on the other side for the other bolt holes. Now with everything out of the way and our bolt holes cleaned, we can put up our hitch. We're going to be using the included M12 bolt and the conical washer facing towards the hitch. It'll be threading into this hole and this hole. We will not be using the middle hole. And with an extra set of hands, we're going to get our hitch into place and start one bolt, keep it into position. And now we can install the rest of our bolts. With both bolts in on the driver's side, we'll then do our passenger side. And now using a 19mm socket, snugging them down. Do that for both sides. With all the bolts started, let's now torque them to the appropriate specification per the instructions. Now you can put your exhaust hanger back on, and you're good to go. If this muffler post is interfering with the clearance on your hitch, 12mm bolts here can be removed and it can be flipped over or set aside as necessary. And that completes the installation of our Curt Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2017 Toyota RAV4. Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at Etrailer.com. And leave us a comment if you have any questions.